Greetings, everyone. DFG here. Hey, guys. I just want to take a couple of minutes of your time, and you know, uh, I just saw a video that was probably the most disturbing video I think I've ever seen. Now, that's a big statement because I've seen videos of every kind of violence and racial bigotry and etc. I mean, I'm not a spring chicken here. So, for me to share with you that I've just seen a video that's probably one of the most disgusting videos that I think I've ever seen. It is a statement. It's a strong statement for me to be making, and I try not to over exaggerate. But if you guys followed my platform, you know that when it comes down to children and the exploitation of our children, especially as they try to continue, as they push this homosexual agenda on our children, I become very indignant about it. And not only am I very indignant about it, I really question, the men and the women of color, because for whatever reason we seem to be targeted with this homosexual agenda. If you go back and you look at the video that I talked about the other day with Perel in the dress and whatever his name, Billy Porter in the dress, and it's so many. All these guys, LeBron James wearing dresses, Dwayne Wade, with his son calling him a girl, and him and Gabrielle Union pushing the whole homosexual agenda. And I can go on and on and on. You guys know the stories as well as I know the stories. You've seen all of the pictures. You follow me? This aggressive homosexual agenda that's being pushed on people of color. And not only and again, if you're an adult and that's your lifestyle choice, then so be it. If you are I'm even going to get into the book aspects of that. You're an adult. You make your own decisions. You accept your own consequences. You live with those consequences, whatever they may be. I happen to think they're going to be severe consequences, but that's just my opinion. But it is consistent, with the book. But again, I'm not going to go there right now because that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the children. I'm talking about these babies that we are responsible for protecting. And I want to show you a video, and I want you to watch this video. And this is a child's video, little kids. And this is what they're exposing our children to. I'm going to show you this video. I think this video can't be no more than a minute or two long, and then I'm going to come back. As a matter of fact, it's 1 minute and 41 seconds. And I want you to watch this video in its entirety. And some of you guys who have little kids, your kids may be watching these particular videos, because a lot of this stuff in these videos are training videos, teach children how to count, nursery rhymes, etc., etc., etc. And then they slip this kind of foolishness in on your child, on you really, and you don't even know about it. And thank goodness someone cared enough to share it with me this morning. So I'm going to take a moment and share it with you. All right? And here we go. 1 second here. All right. I want you to check this out.
Baby in the bath goes splash, 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 splash. The baby in the bath goes splash, splash, splash. Let's take a bath.
Look at the couple, male, female. See the little black baby coming on now?
The baby in the bath goes wash, wash, wash.
Is that two men?
Wash, 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 wash. The baby in the bath goes wash, wash, wash. Let's take
So a gay couple. Now remember the other couple. Okay, here's another black child. Let's see what's happening here. Oh my goodness. Now I want you to face again. Now that seems like a Hispanic woman in a so-called black woman. All right, lesbians. Now watch these other kids. You're gonna see single parents. All right. Okay, let's look for the white gay guy. Where is he? Oh, I guess, okay, well, maybe this baby has a gay parent. Wait a minute, where's her lesbian mate? Where's the lesbian mate for this white baby? Oh, she's a single mother, I suspect. Now, where's her lesbian lover? Now, you think that's coincidental? Do any of you guys think that's coincidental? No, you know it's not. It's intentional. And again, you should always, when you critical thinking people, intelligent people, always step back and say, well, what's the motivation behind this? Why are so-called blacks and Hispanics the new face of homosexuality? What are they trying to tell us? And more importantly, what are they trying to do to us? Pushing this type of anti-creation debauchery on us, as well as all these other things that are connected: STDs, AIDS, HIV, the lack of production, I guess that's the right word, because two men can't make a baby and two women can't make a baby. So is this population control by another name? And I'm going to say this, and this video is going to be short. I remember about 25 years ago working with the Walmart Corporation. And I remember them, in a particular training, the leadership training. I was a part of this leadership training with them. And I remember them having these diversity classes. And this is something that's interesting. And I think this connects. I remember them way back, teaching, and most of the leaders that were in the conference with me were white. And I remember them telling them, look, you guys are going to have to change the way you look at the world. The world is changing before you. In the next 50 years or so, whites will be in a minority in America. So you guys need to learn how to embrace diversity and work with others who are different from you. And I thought, wow, how novel of Walmart. I'm like, man, what a progressive company. Really, care about, embracing others who are different. And I never gave it one thought that they would come up with an agenda to undermine that. So in other words, if we're going to be threatened as whites as far as being the majority here in America, then we better come up with a plan to eliminate all these others so that we can keep our majority. Does that make sense to you? Because that is what seemed to have happened over the last 2 or 3 decades. So if you think this homosexual agenda is innocent and it's all about who you love, you better have another thing coming. You heard me say it many times before, I have some oceanfront property, in Arizona that I'll sell to you real cheap. Now, I didn't coin that phrase, but that phrase has a lot to say. In other words, a con game being put right up on you, and they're making it sound so loving and so embracing that most of you guys are willingly allowing your children to be victimized and taken advantage of in the name of love, when it really is in the name of genocide. They're genociding your children, our children, right in front of our face, and some of us are too simple-minded to see it. Well, I hope you're looking, because I know I'm looking. And not only am I looking, I'm speaking out against it, and I'm taking a stand against it. And I hope you guys are joining me. So you guys who allow your children to watch these little videos, little things that seem nursery rhyme video, children-related videos, they're slipping these agendas. Same thing with television and anything else. The schools, we talked about this before. They're pushing this stuff. And if you're not sitting down with your children and having a conversation with your children about, what's right and what's wrong in terms of, how to interact with one another, and that boys are not to be with boys and girls are not to be with girls, then you're opening that door for this maddening, this diabolical agenda to go forward. And you're participating in it ignorantly. I know you don't believe that, some of you. I'm telling you, you're participating in this ignorantly. This is not innocent. And again, look at the video. We saw a single white mother, with a child. We saw a single white father, with a child. We saw, looked like a white and a Spanish couple with a child, male, female. We saw a white man, white woman with a child. And then when we see the black kids, how conveniently, the only 2 black children in the video had gay parents. Come on, guys. We're smarter than this. You follow me? I'm saying? The people of the Most High perish for a lack of knowledge. That's Hosea 4 and 6. It's in the book. He's warning us. And I'm warning. Like Isaiah 51 says, cry aloud, spare not, lift your voice like a trumpet. Tell my people of their sins. If the scripture says homosexuality is a sin, it's sinful, and we are not to participate in it, then we need to trust that the scripture knows better than us that there's a horrendous consequence that goes along with that. Oh, and by the way, let me remind you, 20-year lifespan deduction for those who participate in that activity. 20 years. And again, STDs and HIV and AIDS and, population diminishing, etc. I could say more, but your time is precious and I shouldn't waste it. But I hope you're listening, and I hope you saw that, and I hope you share this video. Thank you, guys. DFG, talk to you soon. Bye now.